own enterprise and doing business in production, export packaging products, forestry products, and other commodity goods under the current regulation of state. And here is the main products which are produced by the company. This is the organizational chart of the company. All the departments in the left-hand side are the one that located in the headquarters of the company in Hanoi. And my Capstone project is only focused on those departments to motivate to analyze the employee motivation. And all the departments in the right-hand side, they are located in the neighbor cities to produce and import export goods for the company. This is the business result of the company during the 3-year period from 2009 to 2011. I only focus on the profit after tax. The profit after tax, also the profit after tax level has increased from in 2009 to 2010. However, it experienced the small recess in the following year, and it is believed that in the next year, 2012, the recess will continue and it will have the negative impact on the labor policy of the company. However, let's look at the total number of people in all departments. It is obvious that the total number of employees in the company has risen dramatically. For example, in 2009, the company had total 57. However, it will increase to 97 2 years later. So I believe that the company has done a good job to recruit employees. So as to the age range and quality of employees at the company. The majority of people in the company are young, and the quality of employees are well educated. Let's move to the evaluating the effectiveness of current employee motivation as professional. In order to evaluate the effectiveness of employee motivation at the company, I have to use the questionnaire methodology, and there are a total of 11 questions in my questionnaire, and I have used it from 40 people in all departments in order to evaluate the employee motivation. There are varieties of factors that I can use to evaluate it. However, I only focus on 5 main factors, and they are salary policy, bonus, division of labor, training policy, and working environment. Let's move to the first part, which is salary policy. First question. What is your current income level at the company? According to the table, there were a half of 40 respondents answered that their current income are between 5 and 10 million RMB. And 5 people had an income between 10 and 20 million RMB. So it is obvious that the current income level at the company is pretty good. Next question. Are you satisfied with the current income? Here that about 28% of people said that they are not really satisfied with their current income. When I was conducted the deep interview with those people, they said that although the work they have to do is quite simple, the amount of workload was high and long working hours. So this can result in the inefficient working conditions and working performance of those people. Question number 3. What degree does the money salary satisfy your personal and family life? 30 people out of 30 out of 40 people said that their money salary satisfies their personal and family life. This is a good signal for managers, and I think it is easy to understand because that employees at the company are quite young, and most of them are still unmarried, and they are only collect money only to feed themselves. And the last question in the salary policy is, how do you evaluate the current salary payment of the company? In this question, 75 of people said that the current salary payment is normal. The normal here is it means that sometimes they feel their current salary is pretty satisfied. However, sometimes they feel this is unfair. This is due to the fact that the salary policy at the company is sometimes quite ambiguous with those people. And this is a really part of salary policy. Currently, Promexco has managed the salary policy with many positive sides. However, it exists some problem as well. Employees believe that the current salary payment is not associated with the work assigned, and also paying based on conditions make employees who apply to high positions should not want to try their best, but also they can rely on those positions to receive high salary. So some solutions should be given to solve this problem. Let's move to the bonus. Bonus is also play a crucial role in spiritual need of an individual. When an employee is praised, when an employee is rewarded, it means their achievement are prized. As a result, they will feel excited. Question number 5. Do you feel satisfied with the current bonus payment at the company? As can be seen from this chart, the company has a relatively well bonus policy with about 95% of people said that they are fairly and really satisfied with their current bonus payment. In general, I think that the company has conducted the current bonus payment with right people and right conditions. Question 6. What do you receive in addition to the bonuses? This question is whether employees are given the blank to answer it. When we asked this question, employees brought up travel, annual periodic health assessment, and social insurance are 3 main types of bonus they receive. The really part of this bonus policy is the bonus policy at the company has created the highest incentive for employees. And the reason why I put this my face on this presentation is that I think that most employees are feel really happy with their current bonus payment. Let's move to the division of labor. Question number 7. Is the work you are doing at the company relevant to your training? 22% of total 40 people said that their jobs are totally irrelevant to their training background. And the major cause of this irrelevant is that when the candidate will only have to go through the examinations, which includes only English and IT, and the company is not about the batching production. This makes employees not really concerned about the relationship between their knowledge and position at the company. Question 8. How do you feel about the job? There were 44% of people said that the jobs are awesome and they are really loving, and only 6% believe that their jobs are boring. So most employees must feel secure and love their job. In the review part of division of labor, by recruiting young employees, the company is possibly enjoying their enthusiastic. However, their background education is somehow not relevant to their training, to their job they are assigned to do. So some solutions could be given to improve the division of labor. Training policy. Does the current working environment facilitate your advancement? Certain people were not really happy with their current working environment because it does not provide a good challenge for them to promote. According to the Board of Control Department, he said that the people who have most leaders have high experience, high seniority. So the promotion is based on only those two factors and ignore about the actual ability of employees. So the employees who have the actual ability often do not have the major consideration for managers. Next question. Are you satisfied? Are you often trained regularly to improve capabilities? Thanks to a variety of training that has been conducted, there were 32 people said that they are often trained regularly to improve capabilities. However, 8 people said that they are not given the training frequently. The major cause of this problem is that the people who are not given the training frequently are those who have the low skill labor, such as security and drivers. So they are not given the frequent training. In the review part, training is always playing a pivotal role of the company. However, the company ignores about training program for low skill jobs. So it could lead to the unbalanced and unavoidable conflicts among positions. The last one is working environments. What do you think about the current working environment? The people who think that the current working environment is very good occupy about 62%, and this is a large amount, and no one chooses their current working environment is very bad. And to review this part, the working environment of the company is pretty good. We can motivate employees. So they should develop further the current situations in order to increase the high satisfaction of employees. Let's move to the recommendation and solutions. For the recommend for the salary policies, the company should conduct a specific job acquisition for newcomers, and they can raise awareness of employees about the salary policy. In the division of labor, the company should take care more about the expectation of employees, and they can organize the training process, organize the examination which is relevant to the training background. In the training and development, the company should concern more about training for employees who have low skill jobs in order to balance the conflict to balance among positions. And also they can develop education and enriching training process. And two factors are bonus and working environment of the company is very good, and the company should continue to further development those two factors in order to enhance the employee motivations. And the last one is why I don't go through the SWOT analysis, because it is not relevant to my Capstone project. And last one, and I would like to say a sincere thanks to everyone, to my teacher, to all my teachers, and especially my advisor, Mr. Nguyen. Thanks to him that I can complete this Capstone project. And I don't be hesitant to ask any question. I would be very grateful to answer. Thank you very much.
academics and knowledgeable. I think so. So that I don't know how to have a question flowing down, but that's some. Do you think that the salary policy is the most effective motivation tool? And the second question is, what's the difference between the motivation policy for the white collar and the blue collar? White collar workers and blue collar workers.
White collar are people who work in the workers.
Office manager, administrative, professional, and the blue collar who work in the factory.
Thank you for your question. In order to answer the first question, I think that the salary policy displays an important role to motivate employees. So therefore, I have conducted the questionnaire, and it had total 11 questions, and 4 of them are the salary policy. So it is the most important part to motivate employees. I think it is the essential one. And to answer the second question, could you repeat again that question? Sorry.
What is the difference between the motivation policy for the white collar workers and the blue collar workers?
Thank you. The motivation for the white collar workers, I think that is we need to provide them the good working environment with friendly equipment like fax machine, and telephone and computers. And however, in the blue collar like workers, they need to have the safety for them the best, in the highest satisfaction and the highest employee motivation for them to complete work.
According to you, so the salary is not so important for the blue collar?
No, I believe that the salary is important for both of them.
Yes.
Yes.
And
salary important for both of them, but in the white collar, besides salary, they need to have the more high working conditions. And in the blue collar, besides salary, the blue collar need to have the safety conditions.
Can you explain more detail about the higher working condition for the white collar? What are they?
Higher working condition for the white collar. It means that they are not only provide them the fully equipment, but also that the manager would have to take care more about their expectation and what can they receive in addition to the salary bonus, to the salary. Because I think that the salary is just an tangible thing. It is not an intangible thing. So besides the tangible, we need to improve more about the intangible elements for the white collars.
Okay. Can you back to the slide, the recommendations for the salary policy? The first slide. So what is the relation between the salary policy and the job description?
This relationship is because that when I was analyzed about the salary policy at the company, most employees said that when they have given their job, their job are quite confused and diverse, and this is one position, and they have to do many jobs. So I think that when a newcomer comes into the company, the managers have a specific job description for newcomers to complete their tasks in order to increase their salary payment.
Actually, I should know the relation here because the job description somewhat the job analysis and in relation to the I mean the performance then, and then from the performance go to the compensation package and later. And I will see the very clear relation here. Thank you very much for the presentations. Actually, you've done good jobs. The Capstone surely. However, if you want to study further, this is for your interest. That you can take up your study. Now the numbers, the questionnaire that we distributed is about 40 pupils, right? It's not enough to prove you want to develop it for further study. You need to conduct several counties. Okay, with more pupils, you're going to have a better outcome. The second thing I think Ms. Nguyen has mentioned very well on the blue collar workers and the white collar workers, right? They are quite different in terms of needs, right? The ones. And actually, that's linked to the situation, the way you motivate them is going to be different. So maybe we should differentiate in your research too. How is the response of the white collar worker? How is the response of the blue collar worker toward the salary, toward the training and other things? And the way you respond to an answer was very well when talking about intensive role. And when you mentioned about some intensive roles part. And there is a thing I want to compliment to finish is on the salary. It is important for both blue collar workers and white collar workers. And however, the money has different meaning to them. For blue collar worker, maybe that satisfies the basic needs and expense. Okay, for the expense. However, for the white collar worker, the salary means achievement, means something different for the career. Okay, so that's the reason why it becomes motivators. It's not the meaning of money. It means what it delivers, not what delivers by money, but what it shows, achievement, career, things like that. Right? Thank you very much.
Actually, my Capstone project is about the departments we have the social employees are white collars and the blue collars interact in the right hand side in the organizational chart are located in the neighborhood cities. So I really concentrate on the blue collars.